Hi guys, good evening from Europe, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Piotr here is Liteforex Global YouTube channel. 19th of November 2020, Thursday, late Thursday in Europe. US cash market is closed. What a day, what a day. Full roller coaster again, and plenty of rumors, misinformations, manipulations going on. Let's start with the pound. And there is a media reports that the EU leaders have called for no-deal Brexit preparation to be ramped up. That's the number one. Number two, one of the negotiators from the EU side been tested positive when it comes to the COVID. So there is some kind of the disruption when it comes to the negotiations. But one can argue, come on, so why the pound is going up, right? Why we have the pound going to the upside towards the end of the day? Well, because there is another rumor that by Monday we might get some kind of the we might get the trade agreement between UK and EU, and it's a information from the Telegraph, right? So plenty of different things and rumors, and it's worth to mention that earlier today, huge option trade been done for 500 millions, put at 125. There was plenty of speculations if it's a no deal hedge trade. So what about the pound? Well, if we are going to start with the daily chart and weekly chart, again still double top, but if you do remember, I've been waiting for 33.50, 33.60, so I've been waiting for the finishing business when it comes to the swing high. Didn't materialize as of yet. Daily chart, when it comes to the pound, upper shadow with this finishing business from the daily chart immediately sold off today, but because of the rumors, we are almost at the daily open. So huge uncertainty when it comes to the pound. From the intraday perspective, I'm looking to sell around 33, right? And then again 33.50, 33.60 based on this swing high. When it comes to the buyers related to the pound, cable buyers, there was a especially visible on the 4-hour charts, latest weakness, and that's what we've seen, especially with this nice stop count. So plenty of stop counts going on, guys, on the market. Whenever you are watching different crosses, very similar situation. So I would say the buyers around the levels we've seen today, right? I'm talking about this 132, and more buyers probably around the weekly open, around 31.65 when it comes to the cable. Now, euro dollar, another reversal here. Looks like unfinished business, double top around 18.90, but there is from the intraday chart perspective, we were discussing levels close to 19.10, intraday possible business finishing, and that could be the case. There was a nice downward channel. I've been thinking that maybe market is going to do this type of the rally, right, to retest daily open, but it went with one candle much higher, very low volume during the New York session. So what next for the euro dollar? Well, nice business finishing on daily, 2 upper shadows, nice rejection over the course of the day with move below a weekly open, and then sudden recovery and going back again. 1960 from the higher time frame is a line of the sun when it comes to the euro dollar. So there was a rumors about the Brexit. There was a rumors about the possible back to the table when it comes to the stimulus and deal, COVID deal between the Republicans and Democrats. Well, so also the stock market went higher towards the end of the day. All right. So that was the yesterday huge sell-off towards the end of the day, pre-market, and then one-way ticket to the upside, full manipulation done by the Fed. Well, that's very, very interesting, especially if we are going to take into the consideration that the weekly jobless claims been weaker, and I would say much weaker than what market was expecting. Philadelphia Fed was above the market. Above the market expectations. We are awaiting tomorrow when it comes to the US. We are awaiting for the few members, Fed members, and nothing extraordinary, to be honest with you, when it comes to the calendar during the US New York session from the US. But we have retail sales day. Starts with the retail sales out of the Australia, then UK, and then Canada, right? So if you are talking about the Australian dollar, so retail sales out of the Australia, the thing is, that's the first thing to watch during the Asian hours. The second thing is PBOC rate decision. So what is going on when it comes to the Australian dollar? Again, it was very similar. Market went lower, retesting weekly open and building the lower shadow, right? So that's the first support. The second support is this breakout level. So we are talking about the levels close to 70 to 60 and then 70 to 30 as the market demand zone for the Australian dollar. If we are going to see the break below these levels, below 70 to 30, we might reopen 71.60 again, right? And bottom of the consolidation and retest of the 70. Well, bulls are trying to hold the ground when it comes to the Australian dollar versus US dollar, but when we are talking about the EURUSD, if you do remember, the full breakout of the consolidation, all right, strong pullback, and we are trying to hold the bottom. So still looking for a positive developments from the buy side, right? Would be good to see this type of the configuration. Well, that's gonna be very interesting for the Friday. Levels related to weekly open, and we're trying to make that break again. So I'm looking to buy euro pound, and I'm going to look during the European hours and New York hours tomorrow around 62.65, currently holding a bit of long exposure, very similar to pound Australian dollar, where I'm long as well, right? And the long is doing well for now. And the thing is that, to be honest with you, I'm waiting for what I'm waiting for. This is the latest weakness, being broken to the upside, right? Then there was some kind of the consolidation and break to the downside, retest, pullback, and there you go. Here we go again, with well above the weekly open around 81, right? I do believe higher levels to come. So looking for a move back above 80 to 50, but with the aggressive approach, as long as we are above weekly open, that's why I'm long here. So overall, again, reversals of the reversals, looks like when we are going to take into the consideration higher time frames, more ranges. So I'm very, very curious where we are going to end up tomorrow towards the end of the day. But before we are going to check that, of course, we are going to make the necessary updates during the day. With that being said, guys, wish you great trading during the Tokyo session, and then see you around. Take care. Goodbye. Good night from Europe.